Secretary
It's going to grab Mike.
Secretary Raimondo, I just came back from Kyiv with all these great dynamic private sector companies. So they were just seeking U.S. CEOs out to Ukraine, but they're coming over to the U.S. mid-August.
They are?
Yeah, one is going to open up an office in Chicago. It may be Gary, Indiana, in tech server space.
It'd be amazing if they did.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Peter Sun with Capital Intelligence Group. Last week, Senator Warner, Mark Warner, the head of the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, said that, he just doubts a full-scale invasion of Taiwan, but he said it could be possible, more possible, a 2-week blockade like we did in Cuba. How badly would that impact the world U.S. economy? And also, how do you see this relating to the war in Ukraine?
I don't know. He's the head of the Intelligence Committee, so I'm deferring that.
Yeah.
Without saying the probability of the Taiwan episode or the precise timing or form of it, the important thing is, we want to be prepared for all eventualities. A risk of that kind, whatever probability it is, it's a huge problem, to answer your question. So let's be ready.
Senator? I
don't see an inconsistency. Let's take it back to what we're trying to do. National security. Protect ourselves. As I said before, there are certain technologies where the United States is ahead of China and other countries. China's been clear that if they're able to get this technology, including certain advanced AI chips, they could use it in their military against us. It may be that American companies can make money doing that. We're not going to allow that. It's bad. It's the point you were making before. So it's not good for America or any American company if we allow our most sophisticated technology, in some cases that only we make, get into the hands of the PRC and their military. But I don't want to have the cut line be so broad. It's hard to do this in a second. It's also why we have to work with our allies, right? You don't want the cut line to be so broad that you deny American companies revenue and China can get the product elsewhere, or China can get the product from our other countries. So what we're trying to do is be narrowly defined, work with our allies around these choke point technologies, which will deny some revenue to American companies, but we think is worth it. But to be very candid, that's why I meet with these companies. That's why we meet with technical experts in these companies to get to the right place so we don't damage American business, but quite frankly, we protect American national security.
Senator Young, I know you wanted to say something. Then we'll be wrapped, and I'd ask everyone to hold their seats for a second because we're going to allow the Secretary and the Senator to leave. Senator Young?
Just a 10-second addition to that. You can't presuppose, not that you were, that there wasn't a belief that export controls were needed at the time when we passed and signed into law chips and signed. We expected export controls were going to be necessary. So we factored that into the investments we made.
All right, again, we're